All right, man. Malik Monk. He is staying with the Sacramento Kings. He was said to be a Detroit Piston target, and Detroit Pistons ain't getting nobody that they want. Even at this point of overpaying, it's just to the point where um, I believe that the reputation is so bad, and a lot of the reputation. I got to speak on Tom Gores. A lot of the reputation has to do with Tom Gores. A lot of it has to do with Tom Gores, and a lot of people don't believe Tom Gores is allowing people to, do their job. And when you can allow people to do their job and you overstepping your boundaries, then word get out around the league. But Malik Monk staying with the Kings. Um, excuse me, just to keep popping on the computer. 4 years, $78 million. So congratulations to him. I know it was some issues over there with him and Mike Brown was going back and forth. I think that's the name of the head coach when they was arguing. He walked off the bench early and all that type of stuff. So he get a new deal. I believe Mike Brown got a new deal over there as well. So and now there was a new rule that started where teams can negotiate uh teams can negotiate a new deal with their own free agents before free agency start, and that can help, I guess, a lot of guys retain the talent on the team. You know, so uh, so so these guys don't have to go on a world tour. And they can stay right where they want to stay at and get it done earlier. All right, so um, but nonetheless, he was uh, excuse me, he was a Piston target, and the Pistons were very interested in bringing him in, and allegedly, and now he's going back to Sacramento. Didn't even want to hear what the Pistons or anybody else had to say. Uh, that's about $20 million a year deal. Now, rumor was the Pistons wanted to offer him, you know, uh, 25 million. But at the end of the day, that 25 would have went a lot further in Detroit. hmm But then again, you can't, you got to give up something when you start talking about the lifestyle of California. A lot of people that like being out in Cali. Excuse me, the weather, the amenities. Um, Even though they're very liberal and they're gonna take a whole bunch of taxes out your check, most of these guys don't care about that. Most of these guys don't care about that. They care, that little money ain't shit to them. So but yeah, so he's took a little lesson saying in Sacramento he's a six, you know, he was a runner up to six man of the year. So I mean, shit, it is what it is. Good for him. But now Pistons, I guess, got to look elsewhere. And we already know they ain't getting no free agents that they ever link to. They never get them. That's what we do know. They never get them. Any free agents they link to, they never get them. You know, they never get them. You know, but you know they got to make, and it's already a hard place for people to want to come and desire to play at. So that's the problem. That's all. It's already a hard place for a lot of these guys that want to come and play. The reception of Detroit, oh, it's Detroit. It's nothing to do, and we all know that's not true. But hey, a lot of times for people, perception is reality. That's what we can say. A lot of times for these people, perception is reality. I said it again. A lot of times for people, perception is reality. But my thing was, how did they see him in Detroit? And I imagine with him probably going back to the bench, and with him going back to the bench in Sacramento, that's the role he would have played in Detroit as a spark plug. And I feel like Marcus Sasser can do this. Some of the things he can do. You got to remember, it took Malik Monk some years to get there. It took some developing, and these dudes, I understand they want to get their money, but college teaches these dudes how to be young man. It teaches them actually how to play the game of basketball. College is the only level that teaches basketball, that truly teaches. But the NBA don't even teach fundamentals in basketball no more. College, with them playing a traditional zone, you know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to attack the zone, or learn ball movement, or learn drive and kick. You have to run plays. So it teaches you how to play basketball. So, you staying at college 1 year or going overseas. Overseas, it kind of give you the same teaching depending on the teachers over there. But, not playing 2, 3, 4 years of college basketball, you seeing that it's starting to hurt the game. You seeing it starting to hurt the game because these guys don't know how to play. So now, instead of, you developing after 2, 3 years in college, now a lot of these dudes are starting to develop. A lot of these dudes are starting to develop after the, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. When that development could have started in college, and they could have learned and hit the ground in the league running. But these dudes want to get their money, and I ain't mad at them. But that's the problem with the NBA. And Malik Monk took about 3, 4, 5 years to develop. Had he went to college, it may not have took that long. So but for the most part, he out of there. He gonna go and look elsewhere. And hey, man, wish him nothing but the best. I thought it would have been an interesting fit, but I think they got somebody that can do some of the things that he can do. And Marcus Sasser, he can grow into that. He spent time in college, so his I think he should be pretty good in my opinion. He should be pretty good pretty soon if they give him a shot. So, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, or just Spotify and Anchor, excuse me. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.